Okay, good day, everyone. This is Dio Setro. Serious apologies for coming up late today. There is a serious issue with our network here, especially the southern Nigerian part. There has been serious network issue. Um, almost all the what's it called? Almost all the network that I've tried today. I've been having challenges even in loading data, and I've been seeing it across broad. I've been noticing this with so many people. So I don't know what is really going on. Wow. So today we are having a very important guest because uh, let me try to to arrange myself because I've been this network has really given me a tough time. So, Madam Faith, you're welcome to today's stream. This is the link for you to join us on the stream. And this is to welcome everyone on this channel because today we are going to be talking about a beautiful madam, a beautiful hot lady, hot babe, if I'm permitted to use that word. She's coming up as a very unique volunteer to assist our African youths. So let us welcome at the count of 1, 2.
Hi, everyone. Hello.
Madam
Hi
Faith,
there. Yes. Hi, how are you?
I'm very fine. And you?
I'm well. I'm well. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. How's Jockey
So
and the kids?
they are doing great. They are doing
Okay.
great. Yeah,
Okay.
though they are giving me some tough times.
That's what
So
family's for.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Um, like I was saying before, I was supposed to have done so many things, but I tell you that I've been battling with the network providers in the country.
Yeah.
I would like to comment on some gists that is flying around, though unfounded gists, but with what I've noticed, I don't want to believe it's true because
Okay.
I noticed that I'm sure you are aware that Twitter is not working in Nigeria again.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, then there has been this talk about network in the
Mm-hmm.
south being negatively affected. So I don't want to believe in it's true because I, as a person, I always believe in this country, no matter what. I believe there
Mm-hmm.
is hope for people in this country, but
Yes.
I can only pray that those rumors are not true
Mm.
because I've never witnessed this before. As I'm speaking with you, even the data I have on this line
Mm-hmm.
can get depleted and I can't buy.
Oh.
I've been I've been trying to recharge the data because on monthly basis we buy like 19,500 naira worth of data,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
last us to at least fairly almost through the month.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you, we've tried it twice. Money
Mm-hmm.
was debited, but the data was
That
not
didn't come
given.
to.
So,
Oh.
and I find that amazing. It has never happened before. I just hope that is not true.
I
We
hope so.
continue, we continue to pray for the best. But
Yeah.
before we continue, I want to acknowledge the presence of Game Amp Me, Madam
Yay.
Me. Wow, thank God. I'm sure you know her very well.
Yes. Although never met
So,
her, but yeah.
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 She's just one of a kind.
Yeah.
She's someone that if I start to talk about her now, time will fail me.
Mm-hmm.
She actually sent two of my kids. What's it called? She paid for the passport
Yeah.
for two of my kids so that in case the country is going good. Don't let me say the other way. At least I can carry my children out of this country. But
Yes. Yeah.
we bless God, because as we walk, we also tread on the side of caution.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not good that as a man to just leave my family in
Mm-hmm.
the face of hope.
Yes.
We walk with hope and we take caution. Now,
Yes.
let's get into the mood of today. Tonight's stuff is the fact that I want you to introduce yourself first before I go into what we want to talk about today, because ever since I've been looking forward to the 6th of June, and I just want to share that video with everyone
Mm-hmm.
to see what you did with metals,
Yeah.
turning it into jewelry and the likes. And I know that a lot of our youth are going to benefit from it. But before we
Mm,
jump into that, I want you
mm.
to have a call, please. Kindly introduce
Okay.
yourself.
All right. Well, hi everyone. My name is Faith Oluwadaisi. I'm a jeweler and also a sound designer. I'm a sound artist and sound designer. I live in the UK, and I'm a mother, sister, and all the other roles that women fill in society. Well, most of them. And I met Dayo online. I was watching one of the videos, and what he was talking about, the vision that he and his wife had for the youth, really touched my heart, because it's like it's the same thing on my heart. And I just decided to, partner with them, or kind of help them in whichever way I can with whatever I have. It's not always about money. Whatever you have to give, you can, contribute it. And in this case, it's my skills. I think it would benefit. It's actually my desire to come to Nigeria and to train young people. But in light
Wow.
of what's been going on with, the pandemic, and us being stuck, people being stuck in different places and not really having ease of movement, I thought, take advantage of being able to do it online, and just work with Daya and Joke to do what we can from here, at least do like a startup, some sort of activations, get the ball rolling, and I'm sure it will grow as, we go along. But the vision is something that's really, really, you know, what's on my heart, and I just thought, why not? That's how we kind of started out. And so Jim, gay, gay, Jim.
I, I purposely continue, madam.
Yeah. So I thought I would, put my bit in, because the youth are, or all our youth, in our culture, all children are, if you're a mother, all children are your children. All young ones are your children. And if you're a father, you see all the young ones as your children as well, even if they didn't come from your own body or from your bloodline. And I'm just I've decided to put my all, and just do my bit, with what I have, to make, the life of the youths more, bring order into their lives, and bring a sense of identity and a sense of belonging. Because your identity is, they define identity as your race, your gender, your culture. But I also think that what you do, the job you have, the skills you have, also reinforce your identity, because then that's the part that you have to play in a community, in society. You give out of that. And also, when you have a skill or a job, it also, while working it out, it does something for your inner man, I would call it. Um, it does something to nourish you, and also train you as an individual about life. We don't learn everything in the school building. We also learn about life as we interact with others, as we do our job. For example, my background, I was a hairdresser, and I learnt patience. Yeah, I did that for a long time, so many years. Well, over 25 years, I would say. I won't give the exact. And I learned patience. I learned about people and how people think, maybe in relation to how they wear their hair, how much they want to spend on their hair. I found people, not to bash ladies, but I found women who would carry £1,000, a bag worth £1,000, but they found it hard to spend £20 on their hair. And that said something to me about the individual. So I learned about people, about how people think, about how we prioritize, things about us in life. And so it was that in itself was a school for me. And even with the jewelry, you can look at the silver metal, all the process that it goes through to become beautiful. You can attribute that to the life of a person, how you get battered in life and how you go through things. But at the end of it, you come out beautiful. You come out with wisdom. You come out with more knowledge, more empowerment to continue in life. So everything is speaking. It's like a story that you learn from when you're doing the job and also making your money.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah. So that's
That
it in a nutshell.
that could be no better way to start a stream with this. Like the way you presented it, the analogy and the likes of them just reminded me of because I finished from University of Benin.
Okay.
There is this sculptural work when you are entering into University of Benin. You begin to see the structural work start as straightened. The next sculptural work you are going to see, it bends a bit. The next one bends more. The next one curved more till the whole straightness is removed. Now, when we studied that, what they told us was that when you are entering into the University of Benin, you are coming in as a jambite, and you don't know much. But the university begins to bend you, reform you totally. And by the time you're coming out, you are repackaged into wholeness.
Yes.
So when you were talking about this working on the metallic objects to get the final product, when I saw that video, I just looked at it over and over again. I was like, this the way let me explain it. The best way I can explain it is that this is something that ordinarily we have some naturally gifted goldsmiths in Africa.
Yes.
That would have processed a lot more than even what we have outside the country, but they are doing less to transfer this knowledge to the coming generation. Why? Because of the manner of presentation. Because the African youth, I tell you, when I was looking at your stuff, I look at the office, I look at the ambience, I said, wow, if our youth, we see you, we sit down and see this video. I must tell you that video is giving me tough time because I'm trying to reason out how I can edit it to the best form that this youth can really get the message, because it has to come with a lot of sound, it has to come with a lot of flying means, because I look at the environment in which you are treating that metal and converting it into a very attractive ring. Now, if we now go to the village to go and see the proper local goldsmith, I'm sure no African youth wants to go through that route.
I've seen them because I do a lot of research. I look up African metalsmiths or goldsmiths, and just the processes that they do and the tools they use. They use very minimal tool, which in itself is an advantage. But then they're also limited in what they can do to the metal, because you can only use so much manpower, brute force to bend a metal. So and then the environment, I've seen people filing metal on the soles of their feet as a platform or the table on which to do it. There's health and safety, you know, in terms of when you're filing silver, you're inhaling the dust. You know, there's all of that that can later lead to health issues that are not being addressed. So that with what I'll be doing with the young ones, that will be a part of it, you know, the health and safety aspect of it, of even handling the tools. If you handle them roughly in the wrong way, you can lose a finger, you know. So
Wow.
that will be part of the package. I intend to make it wholesome so that they're not just learning the metal, but they're learning about their health in the workspace, the mindset
Okay.
that they need to have, even to come up with their own design, and where they also want to take the jewelry from. So we'll encourage them to have their own vision for what they want to do with that skill, you know, and also obviously help them and mentor them in that area. But we've got to encourage them to, you know, have some kind of vision for what they want to do with it.
Wow.
You know, so it's going to be, that's why I said if we start with a small class and then see how that grows. But it's, you know, it's going to be detailed.
Okay.
You know,
When you say it's going to be detailed, I
yes,
just look this first one that you just did, that is just
yeah,
like an intro and the likes of them.
yeah,
It was so filled with, engaging details.
yeah,
We're just
yeah,
taking it slowly, step by
yeah,
step.
yeah.
I have never thought in my life that I will have interest in I will pick interest in trying to learn how to be a goldsmith or what have
Mm-hmm,
you.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Looking at that video,
Yeah,
I was having the mindset that, oh, this could be something I
you
can
can do
easily
it.
learn.
Yeah, yeah,
I easily learn this, and
yeah, yeah,
and at the end of the day, is I can now be proud that I'm creating, because I always love creating something.
yes, yes.
I always love creating something. And
Mm-hmm.
so that our followers, people that are joining us, they will not be like, what video are we referring to? What
Yes.
video are
So
we talking about? I want to
yeah.
just show a little bit about the video, then
Mm-hmm.
we continue this conversation.
Yes,
But please,
yes.
let me tell every one of us that Madam Faith here has offered to train our African youth wherever they are in the world. Mind you, wherever they are in the world, all African youths, she's ready to train in jewelry making. Am I correct? Did I
Yes,
speak the
yes,
English right? Yeah.
yes,
She's
yes.
ready to train in jewelry making. She's doing it to support our foundation, FOC, free of charge. She's not collecting a dime. She's spending her time, our resources and the likes to invest into the life of this youth. And this is what I tell you, these are the few reasons why I still continue to do what I do. Because when I come across the few selected persons like you that come up to assist us to reach the life, to touch the life of these youth, it only encourages us to say, oh, keep on, no matter the challenges. Because I tell you, there are a lot of challenges, there are loads
Mm-hmm.
of challenges, there are
Yes.
loads of disappointments left, right, and
Mm-hmm.
center that we do face. But
Mm-hmm.
whenever we come across few persons, maybe it's just three, maybe just five persons that decide to come on board to assist us with this youth, that
Mm-hmm.
gives us the passion that, oh, still continue at it.
Yes.
That means there is hope for this youth, because
Mm-hmm.
there is nothing as painful as having this youth crying to you and you cannot
Can't
help.
help them.
I,
Yeah.
I tell you, sometimes we have some youth crying to us, but we can't help because we are limited in terms of the resources we have now presently.
Yes.
But
Yes.
most times you find out that some of these resources can be gotten through human. I know how much it will cost us if we want to go and pay someone to come and train them in
Yeah.
what's it called, jewelry making.
Mm-hmm.
A single youth, we spent about 150,000 just to train a single youth in photography. And that is why I said, what? So if I want to train 100 youths in
Just
photography, that means I'm going to be spending 150,000 times
yeah.
100. That's
100.
too much. And that was where I was advocating for the foundation to get a physical structure where anywhere that these youths are, we can bring them under that structure to train
them. Yes.
So with that, we reduce the costs of training. The only thing we can be talking about is what? Using what we would have used to pay people to train them in numerous places. We now use it to buy them their startup machines.
Yes.
Because while I was watching that video, I saw some simple tools that you were using and the likes of them. Thank God we have you. It's just for you to help us to get them.
Yes.
The foundation pays for it and ship it to the youth.
Yes. Yes.
I was watching a documentary about what was it called? There's this particular country. Hey, what's this country? They have the highest number of gold in Africa. Congo.
Congo, yeah.
When I was watching that documentary, I was crying. You know why I was crying? I was crying that, oh, this is painful. Then the other side is that I was crying that, oh, I think I have solution.
Yes.
Because the day I will meet with any Congo, and please, if you are watching this stream, in case you know anybody from the Congo,
yeah.
any youth from Congo, please let them reach out to us. I want youth from Congo to really benefit. We have someone here, she's not collecting a dime. She's ready to train Congo youth on how to use the resources they have in their country to make jewelries, precious jewelries and the like. Because there I was seeing raw gold. They were bringing out raw gold from, you understand? They were bringing out so many minerals and the likes of them. So I was not saying, wow. I was crying because it was painful. I was seeing how children were being forced into, going to pick out these mineral resources and the like. Then I was happy because I now have somebody that we can bring them and send videos, the video training that you are making. We can send it to them. This precious metal, apart from you guys, just ship it out in raw form at a lesser amount. They were even complaining that they were selling it at a lesser amount. By the time they are now able to work on their own resources, they can begin to sell it at a very high amount.
Yes.
So
can I just interject quickly? The fact that I'm doing it free is for your foundation.
Okay.
So it's not going to be free for everyone. What I'm planning to do is to have it online, and then people can pay for the class and then have access to it. But for your foundation, it's free. I just wanted to put that in so that because sometimes when people have access to free stuff, they don't use it properly. They don't use it properly. And then if I'm putting it online, I'm going to be paying for a website, filming, all that. There's time. So if they can buy, which happens over here as well. People, even I've done it. I pay for a website and I go and learn there. But for your foundation, and all the children that come through your foundation, it's free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's perfect. Yeah. I simply made a mistake in that. And let me tell you, madam, because as a foundation, we don't believe in just taking.
Yes.
We don't believe in just taking. I'm telling you this on live stream. Hello, Jean.
Hi, Jim.
Hi, Faye.
Gay.
Thank you so much for all the effort you are putting in. I'm just like, with all this momentum building. When you said earlier, when you first started, you said, this is going somewhere. We're going to get the ball rolling. This is the start.
Yes.
And you know what? The start is the funnest part.
Yes.
Because you can look back the furthest.
Yes. Yes.
And the biggest changes always come in the smallest increments.
Exactly.
The big changes always have to take a lot of time. And when people like yourself are throwing out the knowledge that everybody really wants too, because there's all types of craftsmen in Africa.
A lot.
Types. It's rich with it. It just and everyone has a way out with skills. And with skills, you can learn to get more advanced. You can push yourself further, just like you did when you started as a hairdresser, and you listened for patients. I was a waiter for 17 years, and I got to be able to understand people and read their energies and get to know them and have repeat customers. And it was like, so I related to you so well on that. And I just wanted to say thank you. That was awesome, and we're getting this all started. This is all coming really fast.
Yeah,
it's building fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But go ahead. I just wanted to jump in and.
That's fine. You can jump in at any time because it should be both sides. Now, you know, the good thing is that as I was saying before, that as a foundation, maybe as a principle that I've learned over the years, I don't like taking without giving. Since you are assisting us to train our youth in this very, very monumental skill and craft, I think you should just leave the video production of your site to talk about the foundation. We pick up the advertisement of your trainings to the whole world. I mean this. We are going to, because I have knowledge in editing, proper editing, and that. So I'll put that into a rolling stuff. I'll put that in motion, and we'll do that because I want it that Africans should just learn not to be a dumping ground where you begin to ask, what are you offering to the world? What do you give back? So we are going to give you that back. And one good thing, Jim, one good thing is that Faith here, Madam Faith here, was the one I was referring to when I said there was a video I made about this boy that during my last travel to Ibadan, that we trained in we paid for his training in coding, in computer coding.
Okay.
Yeah. That the mom was saying that was begging the foundation. She thanked us for paying for the training in coding, but that the family could not afford a laptop for the boy. And he seriously needed the laptop. Do you know that less than 30 minutes after the upload of that video, Madam Faith reached out to us. Apart from the fact that she has already offered to give us free training in sound, free training in what's it called? Jewelry, and also offer to support us in sound engineering.
Yes, that's really, really nice.
Yeah. Yes. Those two paramount. I've not come to sound engineering. I will come to that later on. Now she has offered to give a laptop, our own laptop. She has offered to send it to this young boy. And 2 days ago, yesterday, the boy was sending me chats that, please, I hope you have not forgotten me about the laptop. I was like, he hope I'm not angry that he's asking for, I did not respond. You know why? I have a principle. No matter what, I can't lie. Even if you put it into my head, I can't lie. But I want it to be a surprise for him.
Nice for him,
So if I say anything now, it will no longer be fun. I want him to still be open. All of a sudden, I'll just tell him that.
Oh, it's too late for that. I already told him about your YouTube channel. He's watching right now.
So the good thing, I know the boy might not be financially okay to be on live stream.
Yeah.
So it's not everybody that can afford. So the beautiful thing is that I want to see that emotion when the laptop will get into the hand of this boy and the mom will see it. I know that whether they like it or not, they are going to first of all be emotionally broken down before they now become emotionally strengthened. And that is what we want. We want people to get to their breaking point and know that after the breaking point, there is a picking up point.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a picking up point.
Yeah.
So I'm seriously happy. But you know what? Let me just show the people a little bit of that video so that they will know what we are talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So I believe my laptop is sharing now.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Faith Oluwadaisi, and I am the CEO of a jewelry making company called Jewel by Faith. I'm just doing this short video to introduce myself and also show you snippets of what I do on a daily basis in my jewelry studio. I'm actually at work at the moment. I apologize about the lighting. It's cloudy and raining outside, so I was just trying to get the lighting right, but I hope this one's good anyway. So I started in the creative industry as a hairdresser, I would say. Well, I would call that the beauty industry. I started out as a hairdresser and then transitioned into jewelry making.
Hello, madam.
Yeah.
Hi.
Before we continue, I was just.
My name is.
I was just laughing when you said, my poor lightning. I was like, if this is poor lighting, what do you call? What do you call good lighting?
The way I see colors is different. There was a look that I had in my mind, how it had to look, where all the colors had to be and tones had to be balanced. I work like that, so I wasn't getting it, but I thought it was clear, so that's why I said that. I was looking for a warm kind of tone. I don't know if you get what I mean. There's a way I expect it to look in my head, and it didn't look that way, but I thought it'll do. You know, So that's it. Yeah.
Jim, what would you say to this?
I'm just when I first started watching it, I was like, how many things does Faith do? I was like, is she a jack of all trades? I was like, I mean, how many things do you do?
I'm creative, so.
Yeah, and this is probably the DNA that goes all the way back to your motherland. I mean, it's probably from your grandparents and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By the way, how did do you have any like roots? I mean, how many generations in the UK have you been there?
I'm first generation.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a son, so he's second generation. My parents came here to study, and then my mum's a nurse, my dad's an accountant. He was an accountant because he's passed on. So they had me here. So I'm first generation that was born here, and then I have my son who's second generation.
How old's your son?
He's 30.
30? Oh, okay. I got a 30-year-old son.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes us like in the same boat there.
Yeah.
Have you when it comes time for the foundation to get rolling here, when we get the I guess the lease is going to be signed or something when Dale gets that done. You know what I want to do with you is I want to put my phone number in the chat in our private chat. And I want you to take my phone number down because me and New Being Me, who I'm expecting to be here.
I'm waiting for her.
Yeah, and I want to collaborate, the three of us. What we do, I need help, Faith, on the getting the company that ships packages and stuff internationally called DHL.
Yeah,
I need somebody to. I can gather products. I can get stuff. I mean, computers, laptops, and stuff. I can get stuff.
Yeah.
I just can't afford to ship it.
Okay.
I can't afford to ship it all. It's just too pricey to ship it there. Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Okay, let her have the floor. Let's stop for a second and mute.
Okay. I think
she's on
that's
mute.
great.
I don't need to
Okay.
do that. I just want to say
We'll wait.
I love you, Faith. I love you, Jewelry. And I'm just gonna sit back and listen. I just had to be part of the party though. I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
words are on. I gotta say, hola.
Hi.
You know the
So
first thing I do when I see Newbie Me, I say,
Woo!
But I'm gonna be quiet. I promise. I'm gonna just sit back and listen.
Okay.
But I love your jewelry, Faith.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, I would love it. So give thanks, praises for all your gifts, your accomplishments, and woohoo! First generation.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Girl. Once I heard first generation, I said, I gotta call in.
Yeah. Thank you, Denise.
Yeah, so we can collaborate soon. That would be nice.
That's a very powerful energy.
Yeah, and what I want to really get somebody who knows how to handle like Faith has much more background in business than I do. And so what I'm looking forward to is getting what we call a DHL representative for the foundation.
Okay.
So once we get the physical address, we can go to them and say, hey, look, we've got a foundation. Here's our videos. We have 100,000 subscribers combined with 2 channels. We will, we don't need to advertise them, but maybe we could even ask for a sponsorship from them. You know, I mean, why not? Why not at the same time? And you see, you've got sound engineering, Deo's got the editing, and yes, it's going to take over the summer. Like I was saying, I just got moved in. I'm settling in. I started off as an editor. And I was doing editing and waiting tables. I know how to edit, but I'm way out of the game, way late on it. It just advanced so fast. But I think that what we can do is if we get Newbie and me, you and me, and then we drag in one other person. I feel like there's somebody out there. I just don't know exactly who it is, but I feel it, who's sitting out listening right now and really wants to get involved. I know there is, but I just can't figure it out who it is yet. But we're going to get there as soon as we get this address started.
Yeah.
I think we're going to put a video together. Okay. And I'm going to stop talking and, but thank you because you keep my momentum going now. This is what I'm telling you that I can get products. We just need to get shipping.
The shipping started.
Maybe the sponsorship part of it would be free shipping. Hey,
guys, possible.
Hey, could you guys help us out? And maybe we'll do a promo or something. In the edited video of giving thanks to them and showing that they wanted to work with us. Yeah, that type of energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay,
that's a great idea.
I think that is
and
lovely.
like Jim was saying,
I want us
very, very encouraging. You are very encouraging, Faith. Everyone who participates in this wonderful vision, it's like more solar power in this electric machine because it's electric. It's EL. It's L. And just for I do edit. I have a background in media arts and African American studies, so editing is a side gig. So if necessary, we will do that. I edit. I edit a lot.
Okay, cool. That's cool. Okay, Dayo.
I don't know what is that. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we good? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So sorry, this is the network issue that we are really talking about here. As such, I will want us pending. Hello?
Yeah, you're back. I can hear you.
Okay. I think let me just play a little bit of the video again before we continue the conversation. Head on. Wow. Why is this network this way?
common network.
I'm trying to share my screen.
Okay, seems to be coming on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
We can see it, yeah.
Sorry. This is a saw blade.
Okay.
This is what I used to cut out the required length or the desired length that I wanted.
Okay.
This saw blade, the blade itself, you can see it's quite fine. They come in a variety of sizes. So depending on the thickness of the metal that you're cutting, that would affect the size of the blade that you use. If you use the wrong size of blade, you will have difficulty cutting the metal, or you find out that the blades will just keep breaking.
Okay, I wouldn't want this network to mess up the beautiful work we are doing tonight, because tonight a whole lot is happening. A whole lot is happening. I will just summarize what the video is all about so that people get to know what we are talking about in case they are just joining us. And within this week, I'm going to edit. I'm going to be through with the edit of that video so that people can see what Madam Faith is delivering to our youth. Just a little taste of what Madam Faith is delivering. That's what I've just released out, maybe like 2-3 minutes for people to just see. And if you are there, you are not a poor African youth, you are not a poor African youth, or you are anywhere in the world, you want to learn what's it called, jewelry, how to make jewelries and the likes of them, metallic jewelries, gold, what have you, you need to just watch out for the video, and you need to watch out for the launching of the website where you can pay to learn. But for those of our African youth that are going to be benefiting from this free of charge, courtesy Setros Foundation, we want to tell you that we are coming to your village. We are going to the village to discover you. And as many knows some of these youths that are dwelling in some thick villages that have interest in becoming a goldsmith, a coppersmith, whatever, just help them to reach out to us so that we can enroll them to participate in this for free. And as many that will be seeing this video and you are interested in jewelry making, but you are financially okay, just know that by patronizing the website of Madam Faith, buying our course content in that video, you are also supporting Setros Foundation, because with that encouragement, she will be able to do what? To do more video training and to support our youth more, because I've just known Madam Faith I don't think it's up to 2 months that we've known each other virtually. And I can tell you that the lives of our African youth has been impacted positively through her. And I tell you something happened today, even right down to my church. Right down to my church, the youths in my church, they've been powerfully impacted by you. You don't know that. I told them that I was made the creative. I was put as part of those to monitor, to maintain the creative department. For the youth in drama. And when they saw the video we made, the first video we did, which was a short drama, they were so wild. They discovered some hidden talent even within the church. And I told them, I said, see, everybody was saying, the sound is perfect, everything is perfect. I said, no. The good thing is that now we have someone from outside the country that will help us with better sound. But we need to work. We need to develop this our youth.
Yes.
In drama and film production ministry, so that they don't just see it as what they are just doing. They can actually earn a living from it.
Yes.
I have somebody that has volunteered to. When I mentioned it, that somebody has volunteered to train us in sound engineering and also help our sound production in subsequent short films that we are going to be doing. The old church was happy. I'm telling you now, they don't know you by face, but they are so happy. Everywhere they are preparing for our next shoots. They want to see the work of the sound engineer coming to play on it. So we are very, very, very grateful. Now you've just given us another shocker. The other shocker is that you have released your laptop to this youth that is not able to pay for it, and I'm not sure he can even pay you in any way. But we are so grateful.
It's a laptop I had at home. I just feel the laptop was meant to go to him because I wanted to sell it, but I wasn't going to get much for it. So it's just been sitting there for like a year. So I've spoken to the people who are coming over who will bring it. So they said it's fine. So I'm going to take off all the stuff I have on it and do like a factory reset on it. So there's no and then I'll give it to them and they'll bring it. But like I said, in like 2 weeks, it should get to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much. And another thing I would like to say is this. That while we are still working on all this, you can imagine Jim is coming up on board, already working with you, and Madam Nubini. You are talking about assisting the foundation to reach out to DHL so that things can easily get to our African youth, so that we don't get to pay too much than what we are even shipping down. I tell you that is saying something to me, that there is hope.
Yeah.
There is hope in what we are doing. There is a lot of hope in what we are doing. That the life of so many youths with minimal costs will be saved.
Yes.
So I'm just so blessed, so happy to have you guys.
Yes. I believe in the cause.
Seriously.
Yeah, I believe in the cause. So.
And another part is that, okay, you were not around with when we did the Thursday, I think Friday stream.
I wasn't, but I watched it.
Wow.
I know about the building.
Yeah.
I know about the building, and I have a picture in my head already. I think you should have a room for online classes that is set up so that if people want to learn any skill online, they can come into that room. So obviously you have a timetable for using the room. They can come into that room and watch their online class on screen and have their workspaces. So it's not just jewelry. It could be for sewing or a kind of a particular skill or a technique that they want to learn online, so that they're all in the same room. So you have that kind of learning atmosphere going. And when they finish, they can go out and the next lot can come in amongst all the other rooms.
Yeah, a little bit of competition doesn't hurt either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. I'm noting that down because it's part of what I've been asking, that we need ideas from every one of us on how to really plan out the building. But I wouldn't know if I can show you. I've already started searching for the building. Let me show you guys what I have here. We've been walking around looking for because we are still waiting for the lady that decided to help us out with the building.
Yeah.
She's having a real challenge with PayPal.
Oh.
Transferring to us. If not, she would have completed the whole transfer.
Transfer. Okay.
Yeah, she would have completed the whole transfer, but I don't know why PayPal kept on initiating what's it called, a limit.
Okay. Couldn't she break down the amount
Okay,
into bits?
is that the final solution?
Well, if things are if she's gone over the limit, I don't know what PayPal's limit is, but if they say
Okay.
she's gone over the limit, then she can break it down into like 2 or 3 payments.
Well, how I wish.
I think sometimes if the person's really active on a credit card, there's a possibility that the credit card company itself will put a
Cap.
Yeah, because or just for the security purposes of that credit card. Is the person based? The person is based in Africa though, or in America? Who has the PayPal problem? Deo?
It's not there at the moment.
Okay. Well, I mean, I was just bringing that up as a suggestion.
I think she's based in either America or UK.
Okay, because credit cards are really they'll if they see a lot of activity on a card, they'll and call you sometimes even for security reasons. You know, I just keep my credit card. I have one credit card that I use just for online.
Okay.
And it works really well that way. I think that if you start having a credit card that you use for like your everything, multiple purposes, and then it can add to the factor. But I on the PayPal side of the thing, if anybody wanted to help, that person could send PayPal to another person. And then I could try to send it, or somebody else could try to send it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a possibility.
It should go through. I mean, I'm guessing that they should move the money out of if the lady moves the money out of her account,
right?
There shouldn't be a problem. As opposed to paying it with a credit card.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So maybe it's good to find out what she did exactly, so that because we don't know if it's as the money can she check as the money left her account, or is it the problem with PayPal on Dio's end, or we don't know what the issue really is. So
yeah, because that when he brought up PayPal and it was coming to the Cetros, and then I was thinking, well, then Deo would get, he would have to make sure he checks his emails and stuff like that.
And check the spam, the junk mail as well, just in case.
Yeah, exactly. The amount of tools that I noticed that you used, so you've got quite a jewelry is labor intensive, and it also requires a lot of other tools to get the job done. As they say, there's the right tool for the job.
Yes.
And I would expect that in jewelry, you have to have a lot of these right tools. Now, how are you going to go about getting these kids to get the tools in their hands to make some of this jewelry, or do they have some outlet or something there?
No, I'm going to be sending tools down.
Okay. Now, how do I contribute? How do I contribute to your purchasing of tools?
Well, what I can do is I can share a list with you and whoever's interested, because we have a wholesaler here where I can get them. Basic tools I can get. If I'm getting quite a few numbers, then the more you get, the lesser the cost of the tool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How many? So you're like Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're gonna make like a tool set, and you want to buy several of these sets.
Yeah, so that they have like a complete startup kit.
Correct.
Yeah. And it's nothing too heavy. They're not heavy tools, and most of them are hand tools, but they need it, which is also what I started with.
Right.
Okay, and yeah.
Okay. And so would you give me, not in pounds, but in American dollars, could you tell me what one set would cost?
Oh, I haven't worked it out as a kit.
Okay.
Because we have stuff like pliers, mandrels, the saw. So I've not sorted out the cost per kit. I've not done it like that.
You would think each kit would be over $100, wouldn't you?
No.
No. Okay, that's good. I like that.
No. Well, because I want to start with something simple for them that if they're at home, they can attach. There's an attachment that they can put on the table. You see what I was using where I was cutting and filing the silver on. It's called a bench peg.
Okay.
And they can clamp it onto the table and do their work. So I'm not getting any like heavy duty tool, or it's just basic stuff like which I started out with. Yeah, that bench peg, the saw, the blades, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah. So that they can work. Yeah.
What foundation? What metals where do they get their metals? Where are they getting their?
That's what I would like to talk to Dio about in terms of them being able to keep up with, you know, get the metals required to do the work. But initially I can send out some copper sheets.
Copper's expensive now too.
Okay, well, it's cheaper than silver.
Oh, for sure.
And
let's just send them gold. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to talk to Diana. I was going to talk to you during the week because there are a few things that I felt that we needed to look at in terms of how are they going to get the supply in terms of like metal. You know, what do we have in Nigeria?
Yeah, we need to find that out.
You know, metal, steel is a bit hard to work with, so I wouldn't even touch that right now. But like copper, brass, or bronze, you know, if there's a place that they can get those.
What about actual smelting? Do you want to teach the smelting process to them?
That will not be for beginners. I wouldn't do that with beginners. Okay. Remember, there's stages. So what I'm putting together is the beginners class. So you have the
I'm sorry about that, but I was just thinking if they could get raw source material, we could train one person. Yeah. We could find one smelter.
Yeah.
You know, because you can't have like 50 of them. You need one smelter we can find and we can support in Nigeria. Yes. So we need to find a smelter in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And then we can pay him. And so what we can do is we can pay the smelter.
Okay.
I mean, I will definitely give $25 a month for the smelter.
Okay.
And I will give another $25 just for raw material.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the jewelry aspect now, do you have the downstream a little bit figured out since you're in the UK? You have some hookups to facilitate but you're going to make a website that teaches them. Will we show the end result on the website and actually make it purchasable, or is that something should I focus on that later on the Cetros Foundation site? Because all I'm trying to do is get the framework right now.
After when they do the beginners class, they will make stuff. So there's an aspect, you know, I did say it would be about 7 to 8 sessions with the videos, the visuals, because after they make this, they will also need to sort of teach them how to, in a simple way, market their stuff, look for customers, you know, in their communities, families and friends, and how to start to push what they do. So that's an aspect that's going to come in there as well. An idea that came to mind is to see if, because I know there are jewelers in Nigeria, if there's anyone that one can liaise with that would be able to supply materials, or if Dio knows someone, because there are people who are jewelers there who can sort of help with that. I mean, they will get paid for it, you know, but at least we know that this is a place of integrity that you can get the metal from without being sold fake, you know, because then that's another problem. If they go out.
When it comes to getting things for our youth, even if it takes me going to the village to look for those that will get you least, I am ready.
Okay, that's fine.
how I've been created. I was created for this, to solve the problem of others.
Yes.
Yeah. So all I just need from you, I'm not a dweller? I'm not a dweller. Just list out the materials that you feel is needed that we can get here in Africa, and give me an idea of the people that can give it out.
Okay.
I will look for them. I will look for them, even if they're in the forest. I will look for them.
Yeah,
but
well, I mean, the thing really,
I just want to jump in. I'm sorry, Dale. I mean, just think about this though. If there is, you're saying that there is a lot of mineral wealth there.
You're frozen?
Oh, sorry. I'm not. Faith, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Dale's frozen.
Dale's frozen.
Okay, now it's back.
Oh, he's back. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So I honestly think though that trying to buy and then send the materials, and metal's not light. It takes a good amount. There's got to be like, I mean, what is the cost? I mean, Faith, tell me just from your past experience, what is it? How much does it cost to buy to get somebody smelt? I mean, what's smelting involved? I mean, what do they need for smelting? Because if they had one community person doing it, they would all come back and chip into him because they were making products from his product.
They would have to find someone in the over there doing it.
Okay, what about the
even
minerals? What about the minerals?
Even that, on the long term, it would have to be sourced from there.
Right.
So if you get the raw material, then there should be someone that's able to carve or cut stones, a stone cutter.
That's why I was thinking a smelter would know where he's getting his materials from.
Yeah,
that's my thinking. So what we need to do is get a smelter.
Yeah, we need to find one.
Yeah, we need to find one. Okay, anybody listening to this in review, and if it's not live and you're coming back some other day, please, if you got research, I'm gonna look at this myself. I'm gonna get on it. We got to find a smelter. Just one guy, just somebody out there. So, and we have to have them in the region too, to where the youth is at, near the Cetros Foundation. So we've got to have a pinpoint, maybe a 30-mile range, to find this guy.
There's someone that a family member knows, so I will try and link up with them.
Okay.
They're a jeweler. They make they work with gold and
exactly. We just gotta hunt it down. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I'll look into that and find out what can go in, because on the long term, I mean, like initially to start out with, I will send some copper down, copper wires, copper sheets.
You got to get them to practice with something.
Yeah,
right?
they need to. Yeah, they need to. Yeah. So I will do that. But on the long term, because after they get trained, they need to be able to start to work with stuff and start to sell, and and just gain their confidence in that area. Hey, you're back.
True Life Story is saying, please, Faith, where do you live in the UK?
True Life Story. I'm in Southwest London.
Okay. I think I will exchange your numbers with her.
Okay.
True Life Story is a very reliable person that I can connect you with.
Okay.
So that she can chat with you whatever she wants.
Okay.
Further information from you, because maybe I need to just tell you a little bit about True Life Story. True Life Story is a well-experienced person that traveled to Lebanon. She experienced all the evils that was happening in Lebanon.
I saw on. Yeah. I watched one of the videos where you interviewed her.
Okay, so she is now helping other African youths that are stranded in Lebanon or that have been able to escape the dangers in Lebanon. She's empowering them in Africa, and she's working with Cetros Foundation. She's assisting us Foundation to touch the lives of African youth. She's part of our committee.
Yeah.
So she's somebody that you can liaise with freely. So she's really doing a good job there. Every month, she supports us financially to take care of the challenges of the African youth. So
that's good. That's cool.
She just told you now that awesome. She's in Spalding New Peterborough.
The Peterborough, I'm in Fulham. I'm in London, Fulham. I'm in London actually.
Okay. I'm in Nigeria.
Yeah, we know.
You know, I missed the part. I missed the whole part when you and Jim was talking because I was struggling with network over here in Nigeria.
Okay.
I hope I'll be able to play it back.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope I'll be able to play it back to listen to what you were saying there, because I really want to be sure I'm up and running with this. Let me just acknowledge people that have been commenting all the while. Madam Yoyana gave us $2 through super chat. We are so grateful. We are so glad, Madam Yohana. You are always doing a whole lot for us. Thank you so very much. That's grandma for us there. We call her grandma.
Yeah.
Then immediately she did that, Jim Barak said he's going to match her with the $2. So Jim Barak also gave us $2. So we are grateful. We always celebrate every dime, every little dime that comes our way to support what we are doing. We celebrate every dime. We are not taking anything for granted because a lot of people know how much stress they go through before they can release a penny to you.
Yeah.
No time do we take anything for granted. We are so grateful. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you, Jim Barak.
Yeah.
Grandma is saying many small contributions become avalanche of abundance. Exactly. So we are so grateful. This is my friend Stacy Pruitt, a very lovable friend. She's been with us for like, I can't say how long now. She's always there, always putting up on us. We are so grateful as Stacy Pruitt. And we already know Game Amp Me. She comes with her vibrations, she comes with her anointing. Whenever she shows up, there's this energy that just drops on me. I feel like, woo!
Jim.
So let's get back to the discussion now.
Yeah.
Okay. You were talking about the last thing I met you talking about was like helping us to get a jewelry person in Nigeria.
Yeah. I've got a family member that knows someone that is a jeweler over there. So I will reach out to him and, see if they can help us just, find like a avenue for supply, because it's very important, And I pray that you meet one of this, when you gave an example when you were doing your NYSC and you were in a place where kids were throwing stones like gemstones. They were using to play. I hope you stumble across some of those in Nigeria, and even those who make gold, who have gold and silver.
You know that the painful thing is that as you are talking about this jewelry thing, I was like to myself, had it not been that Nigeria has turned out to be what it is today, I would have carried my youth. This is our youth. I would have carried them on an excursion tour.
Yeah.
The north. There is a place in Nasarawa. I served in Nasarawa. Down to the north there are raw materials. I'm talking of mineral resources, lead, iron, so many stuffs there. They have barite, they have the cassiterite or whatever. They have a whole lot there.
And you can actually just go and buy it.
Yes, but now I can't go there because
I know it's not even safe to travel around like that.
No, you can't even go to that side. They can just waste the person's life because of what is going on that I don't want to talk about.
I know.
So, but aside, like the mineral resources in Nigeria is not in one place. You understand?
I know it's all over the place.
It's scattered all around. So it's just for you to open your eyes and go smell where it is. So since we have this on ground now, that means anytime I'm going to some of those villages, I will be making inquiries, especially the ancient people, the ancient fathers and mothers that are into blacksmith and lights. They know where all this are.
Yeah, so they will actually.
Yeah, so I'm sure they will be able to assist us to assist our youth, because I am going there to support their youth, and with that they'll be able to say, okay, tell me some things on how to go about getting what the youth needs. So I think that's fine. I'll just need to continue talking. There is something I need to show you about I can't wait to edit this video, about the outcome of my last travel to Ibadan, that I almost had an accident on the road. I keep on thanking God because I survived that accident unscratched, and the results are coming out now. Do you want to guess what the result is?
What?
We have two mechanics that we are training now. Yeah. They sent me their video yesterday, and I was in the public environment. I lost control of myself. I never knew when I screamed out, "Wow, this is what I've been waiting for." Then as if that is not enough, they sent me the video of the boy we paid for his training in upholstery. I hope I pronounce it well.
Yeah.
Carpentry and all the likes. So when I saw that, I was like, so there will come to a time. There will come to a time in the history of our life. When I mean our life, I mean everybody that is supporting Cetros Foundation and everybody on this channel. There will come to a point in our life that if you just need a single project, you are not going anywhere. You will just pick a call, and we will send any of our youth to assist you to get it done. You can imagine we've trained one that is into building construction, carpentry. Now we have someone that we are presently training in upholstery now. That's the furniture, interior furniture of the house. Now we have a mechanic. If your car breaks down now, we have someone to call. If you are talking of flat tire, we have the small boy from that village that's into vulcanizing. If you talk about and watch out for that boy in vulcanizing, I've made an arrangement already. They are going to supply him some shoes and some clothing.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't like the way the boy is looking. So we have makeup artists. We have, okay, they sent me a video on
what?
Yeah, well,
it's frozen.
He'll be back. Yeah, he'll be back.
Yeah, so I'll do that, and
you just gotta hunt down.
I'm sure something will come up. Something will.
Yes, you'll find an avenue. You'll, and I'm gonna. I don't have any. I mean, we have to research there. It's gonna be hard for me to do. If I know somebody here that knew something about it, I would be thinking about it right now. But I don't know anybody that knows.
I don't know how it's done over there, but we have, even here, you can have a small scale machine to melt gold and silver.
Oh, I've seen stuff on YouTube where propane tank, a couple little, it's really not that much.
Yeah, because you need a big fire. But then, like I'm saying, these ones aren't. They're even electrical equipment that you
Oh,
put
really?
the gold in there and it gets so hot that it would melt the gold in the pot. Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it like,
yeah.
is it like a pressure cooker?
No, no, no. It's what's the name for it? It's for melting gold.
Wow.
You
And
put it in there. It's got like a graphite flask in there. Some of them, where you just put it there and it gets hot and it melts down the
wow.
metal, and then you pour it out into whatever
Yeah.
mold or shape you pour
Yeah.
it into, and
Yeah.
that's like a tabletop thing, you know.
One of the other things with jewelry making, I was kind of curious about. You know, the anvil. You know, the anvil. You know, the thing that
Yeah,
would,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
How do they use those for jewelry making, or is that more just for, you know, bigger pieces? It's not jewelry, but
No,
do
they
you
use
have?
it for they use that for jewelry making. But if you notice the bench peg, that little attachment that I had on my,
That's what I was
yeah,
wondering. That's what
it's
I was
got a
wondering.
steel,
Okay.
yeah, it's got a surface that it's actually iron. Is it iron or steel? It's got a smooth workplace that acts. You can use as like a mini anvil. Put your stuff
Right.
on there and hammer the metal. You
Yeah.
know, so
Okay.
that comes, yeah.
And that's in the kit part. What you want
Yeah.
to get them right. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that
I'm just
wooden
writing this
block.
down.
Yeah, that wooden block and the steel block is like a block. They go together because the clamp is attached to it. That if you attach that to any table, your workbench is ready. To be honest, for on a
And
simple
the
scale.
table itself has to be a pretty solid table.
It will be solid, but then there's you can get up to I'm trying to look at the opening here. Where's my ruler? You can
Like
get
the
it
foundation.
open up to 8 centimeters, about 7 or 8
Yeah.
centimeters. You can get the clamp to open up. So anything that thick or the table, you can put it will hold the clamp,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
bench peg, and then you can do your work on it.
And then the gemstone side of it.
Mhm.
You know, we know there's a thing called blood diamonds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we know that.
I know. Yeah, yeah.
I mean that's a controlled market, and
Yeah.
I'm being very sensitive about words and choices on Deo's channel right now since he's frozen. But we do know that it's really hard to get gems because it's already controlled by colonials. So
you can get them.
You can get them, but
yeah.
But when a beginner, they're not going to be able to afford these things, correct? Or
I wouldn't bother myself with diamonds at this point in
that's
time.
What I'm saying. So basically, is it all like metal work and then move on as you make progress?
There's metal work and there is what you call like cabochons. They're like semi-precious stones, like tiger's eye, onyx. They come in ways that you can set those. So that is what I would introduce them to,
Right.
Even I don't really work with diamonds unless someone commissions me to do it. But the stuff on my website has just got gemstones on it. I do a lot of texturing with metal.
Right.
Where you can make it have what kind of textures, like a rough texture, shiny, or scratching, or even color metal. You can put chemical on silver to oxidize it and give it like an antique kind of look. So there's all kinds of stuff like that. Jewelry making is vast. So, but with what I'm starting,
and you know what else? It covers a lot of cultures because here in the the Native American Indians, they use silver and turquoise.
Turquoise. In their I know. Yeah. I look at and they do a lot of stamping.
Yes.
As well. Yeah.
Yes, stamping, and then not only that, but they also know how to encase the rock within the silver.
Yes.
And that's a real neat skill. I've actually seen Native Americans work on bracelets and stuff and how they make it. And it's a lot of stamp work.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's very unique to see the final product because it kind of looks rough and then they go and polish it and it becomes, just a jewel in itself. And the craftsmanship of metal is just as equal as well, not necessarily, but gemstones add a lot to it, like turquoise. And a lot of people believe in energies of rocks.
Oh
and,
yeah.
You know, and a lot of people believe in that. And I personally love rocks. I'm a rock hound. But Deo's back, so let's give him back the floor. And
So sorry for this. You guys should just be praying for my country. Seriously.
It is well.
My beautiful country. Because I'm beginning to feel it is what they're actually saying. Okay. But let's look at, there's a video I want to share with us, and I did not want to, since I know that the network is bad, I didn't want to use and share because it might drag the network. But I want to play. Please kindly tell me if you can see it very well. I want to play the video of the first mechanic boy.
Yeah, you can see it.
Are you seeing it very well?
Yeah.
So
it's so young.
Very young boy.
Wow.
So I'm yet to edit this. By the time I edit it, I will make it more clearer. This is the second boy. The first boy, let me just state this clearly. We got this first boy in the city of Ibadan. We got him in the city. But the second boy, it was when we entered into the interior, the particular village. We got this boy. So what we did was to solve two problems for him. When we asked him, he said he wanted to learn auto mechanics. Now the challenge is that the best place where he's going to get the training is far away from the village. So we had to move him out of the village. Luckily enough, we were able to get one of his uncle in the city center. So he's now staying with the uncle at the city center to learn this auto mechanics.
Yeah.
So this is it. So,
and do you know how much mechanics get paid here in America?
No, please.
65 is the minimum an hour.
Yeah.
$65.
Yeah.
Minimum per hour.
Wow.
That means if you go to get your tire changed and you want to get a brake job, it's going to cost you $250.
Whoa.
And that's why the skills like a plumber. Plumbers here make $100 an hour.
Plumbers.
Plumbers make the most money. Plumbers, plumbers.
Yeah.
$100 an hour for sure.
Easily.
Yeah. I always pray I never need a plumber, because if it's to come, just to come out, call out, just to look, you get charged. Just to look at, tell you what the problem is.
Oh yeah.
You get charged.
My goodness.
Yeah, about $100 just to even look at it and give you, anyways, it's even, it's a crazy thing. But I don't want to be too interrupted because my internet's acting crazy too. But I wanted to quickly, Faith, about the jewelry. I'm from, I went, I'm a graduate from the University of New Mexico. So we have lots of links in New Mexico. And that was like a set throat spot. So I look forward to you coming there. And even you were talking about the turquoise jewelry and the Native American tradition of story bracelets. Oh, they have these phenomenal, beautiful story bracelets that they put the mythology in the silver. And I know you will love that. And that's a beautiful thing for us. as
It is.
Africans, Native
It is.
Americans, to come with the new story bracelets, especially from you and Cetros and workshops, because we are making a new story. It's the new millennium story. And I look
Yeah.
forward to hosting you there in New
Yeah.
Mexico, Faith, when we have a
Yeah.
Cetros meetup so you can see all the beautiful artwork.
You
And then
know
the
what?
last thing is,
Yeah.
okay, so sorry. Last thing is the crystals. Of course, the crystals are important. We are talking from crystals that come straight from Africa. Africa is
Yeah.
allowing everybody to speak freely, and here Deo having problems to get a clear signal.
I'm
Something
telling
is
you.
wrong with this situation because they're getting the raw material from Africa, and Africa's
Yeah.
having a problem communicating. That's like having a drum session and the main drummers can't even get a tree or animal skin or a rope or anything else.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So you were saying that is beautiful. So you were saying something, Faith. That is gorgeous.
Who made
What
that?
Deo has.
Let me tell you,
Oh,
can you read
Cetro.
what Cetro?
Yeah.
It was one of the African youth we helped in 2019 when we sold our property to help them. They made this and dedicated this to us.
Is that? Oh, do you know what? I will talk to you because it's so much. But I've got a list down of this stuff because even with
It was a sign.
yeah, even with jewelry, you can incorporate beads. I'm sure we have loads of beads in Nigeria.
A lot.
They can work, and I've done pieces for people where I had beads and silver together. So that's another avenue that they can look at and start to, in the initial work, start to use that while we're waiting for the gemstones to turn up. But
Exactly.
New Bimini, I was no, when you mentioned New Mexico, I don't know what the map is like, what the geography is, and what city is where in America. But I went to Cancun some years back, and I saw some. I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Navajo jewelry? But it's a Native American. Is it Navajo? How do you pronounce it?
It's Navajo jewelry.
Navajo. I've even got
but
books
the
on it.
Navajos would actually, but yes, but their actual name is Dine, Dine. People, Dine.
Yeah.
They're called Navajo as a derogatory.
Oh,
But they, you know how it is. It's kind of
okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, because they've got
New Mexico is actually
right.
No,
when
it's
she
okay.
said that about the Navajo,
it's kind of one of those things.
Because history goes to the victor.
It's my network.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but I looked at because I also researched stuff and I researched the jewelry and I like the storytelling elements. I even saw some there. I saw some jewelers at work over there when I went on tour to look at some of their temples, and we went to a place called Tulum. And so we saw craftsmen there actually doing stuff on the spot, like a live workshop. So yeah, I like the storytelling aspect. Yeah, and some of my jewelry that I make has got. I'm kind of like a storyteller because even with sound, I love sound effects that tell stories, and so I see life in stories. So yeah, I've looked into the jewelry. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for sharing that. Yeah, we shall come to New Mexico one day.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I think that's beautiful. Yes, and you'll really love it. You will really love it, and you will fit right in. There's just so much to talk about with the New Mexico and the region and the history. Very similar to Africa, what happens in the West. So I know that you're such a brilliant-minded person, Faith. You're such an artist. All of us, and I know we're going to see those correlations. And actually, in New Mexico is It's where you went was Mexico. New Mexico was a part of Mexico, but Mexico is so large and vast. But
yeah, they stole that
like
too.
Southwest.
Jim. Here we know.
In Chaco Canyon, there's some places. There's some places that they found North African art. Do you hear me though?
Yeah.
In New Mexico, there's a place in northern New Mexico called Chaco Canyon, and that's when they know that there was a history between Africans trading with Native Americans already, because they have a lot of North African pottery. Really weird.
Exciting times ahead. All I can say.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I want to jump in real quick. Just a fresh reminder. DHL. We're looking up for a representative.
I've noted that down.
Yeah. We're gonna get that DHL representative. We need to talk to somebody. And we by the way, it can't come from me. You know why? I think it needs to come from somebody of the culture, because I can do some things that I feel like I'm adding, but I don't want to be like a distraction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to be there, and I want to catalyst everything.
Yeah.
But we just need Dr. Ojo. I was hoping he would come on today. I want to talk to him because it's important that he gets involved, because he should be really involved with this GoFundMe page. I need him. He's got an MBA. He served in the military.
Well, we
for the United States.
Allies.
He just has roots in both countries. He has dual citizenship, and he has connections. And I need to talk to him. And Faith, you need to talk to him. And Newbie Me, you need to talk to him. We need Dr. Ojo.
Okay. I've not met him.
I will tell Dr. Joe about this, but let me just tell you.
Yeah, you should type out the name. Where can I find it?
till today's midnight, I and Dr. Ojo, we've been working on several things to help this foundation, to help these African youths. He has been working on the ground for now because of his new program in the army. Presently is in Germany. He's in Germany presently, and I think when it's done, when he has a little bit of free time, I will make sure that he comes on board.
Okay.
Yeah. Now before we round up, let's look at the upholstery guy.
Oh.
The guy just resumed. I want to reduce the noise. The guy just resumed. I think it should be about 3 weeks now that I came back from Ibadan. Just about 3 weeks that this boy just resumed there, and you can see he's working along other senior colleague that you can see there. The guy I'm talking of is the one that is in like a army green kind of top. This one that is there, that's the young boy. And I'm just so happy because apart from paying for them for their training, I got positive report from their trainers that they were all in good character, which is more important to me than any skill. If you have the best skill in the world and your character is obnoxious, you ain't going far. And if you ain't going far, that means our resources is not also going to go. So, and since we do not depend, we've never gotten a kobo from any government to assist this youth. Is money from people that are struggling by themselves that we're pulling together to assist this youth. So we don't want to just throw our money in the mud. And I'm so grateful. To wrap up tonight's stream, because as I'm saying, the network today is not favorable. At any moment, it can just go up. But to wrap up, I just want to tell you that I am so glad that God is bringing people together with same mind, same passion, same drive. Although some persons might not have the same capacity like each other. And by that, I'm referring to Jim. Jim's capacity is always a catalyst. It punches me. Go do this. Go do that. Go do this. Go do that. So he enhances my capacity to like, oh, I've got a watchdog at the back of me. I've got to start running. Then when I'm still thinking, oh, we are accomplishing. We have mechanics, we have not jewelry now. We have mechanics, we have fashions, we have a lot of fashion designers, we have carpenters. Then all of a sudden, somebody just came out as an angel to say, you know what? The side you have never looked at before, the side that connects to the resources in Africa, jewelry making. I am going to provide your youth with that.
That's what we need.
That is fantastic. And I'm not taking this for granted. We appreciate your faith. And while we are still trying to say thank you for that, the next thing you are coming up to say sound engineering, which is utmost in film production, in musical production and the likes of them. You showed up and said you gave your word that you are assisting up in that. I'm so grateful. Then before I could settle down, I discovered my own family member that was forcefully taken out of Africa into the United States by name Nubi Me. In case you don't know, Nubi Me has a trace from Badagry.
Wow.
Yeah. And when I got to Badagry, I discovered that my father's people are the present rulers in Badagry. So that is telling me something. That is a sign. And
something's coming together.
Something is coming together, is matching up. Now, Nubi Me is there are lots of stuff that we have discussed that even myself I'm shocked, because it's like we are revealing each other's mind to each other. We are thinking separately on the same thing. And that is a very typical sign of the fact that African youth are going places. I really appreciate you, Nubi Me. My daughters would love to hug you for the 2 passports that you facilitated for them, and for the fact that the youth that we are training in drama and short movies, they are also going to be able to work with the youth in New Mexico.
Yes.
That is something mind-blowing. And I'm telling you, our youth, they are warming up here because they want to see the merging of the drama, the merging of the short movie we are going to make from Africa to New Mexico. And I don't just know what to say. I'm just short of words. Is it now to talk about Dr. Ojo that is in the military and at the same time a business, a PhD holder?
Yeah.
A PhD holder in business. Is it to talk about the Sweet 16? The Sweet 16 that sent packages that I cannot. I don't understand. You understand?
We need him. We need him.
Yeah. Is it to talk about there is somebody she said I should never mention her name also. Somebody I call Angel, or I call her Auntie. The auntie is there. I can't tell you what she has done. This laptop that we are using today, the laptop we are using today was sent to us by Auntie. She funded everything, and this is the latest.
I knew there was one more out there. I knew it. The Angel. The Angel is out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
She never wants her name mentioned anywhere, so that's why I'm just calling her Auntie. She gave us this laptop She provided this laptop for us because before, when we are editing, we can spend 2 days editing a 15-minute or 10-minute video. Ever since she sent this laptop, it has been smooth because this is the latest, what is it called? Apple. This is the latest Apple laptop. Then the other the other lady that the other madam that I mentioned that I call Sweet 16, there is no way you would have been able to see our face because there is no light constantly here. She installed solar for us. As I'm speaking with you, all the live stream you have been seeing is the solar that we are using 98% of the time. So what is this showing us? It's showing us that we can achieve more if we all desire to help others and forget our own challenges. Because if I had saved money if I have saved my own money to go and buy my solar panel at the expense of youth that should have been helped, then I would just keep on being on my own. But because I forgot about my needs, the needs of my children and the likes of them, I decided to go out for those that cannot be helped. I'm surprised that God is giving me people like you to help change our world. I'm not taking it for granted. I have a whole list of people. Is it to talk about Kim? The foundation's account is being managed, and the foundation account is being managed by this lady. She's not even an African. You understand? She's not even an African. That's the beauty of it. So for anyone out there that is talking rubbish about other tribes, don't do that. Don't do that. In every tribe, you have the good and the bad people. And you can never take a single sample to spoil everybody in that race. As I speak with you this week, one of the things that is making me happy is that I was able to break boundaries. Whereas some persons are talking rubbish about my country, Nigeria, they are trying to create a dichotomy between Christians and Muslims. Whereas if you look at the Bible and you look at the Quran, you discover that these are the children of the same father who gave birth to them, Abraham. You understand? So who is the part? Let's not forget Keturah. Yeah. So who gave birth to who gave birth to Israel? So all this that we are talking about is this. I'm just so happy that we are finding fulfillment and our youth are being led back. This week we sent a brand new machine to a girl in the north. Now she calls us family. She's a Muslim. We are a Christian. But we are first human being before we started picking the religion to believe in. And that is why I want to say thank you everyone for joining us on this live stream. This is just the beginning. Madam Faith, I'm hugging you. I'm hugging you.
And send my hug to Jockey and the children as well.
The only person I'm not going to hug. The only person I'm not going to hug is Jim. Because in Nigeria, if a man hugs a man, he's 14 years in prison. I'm just kidding. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye.